Well, I'm pretty sure that many of you will recognize where I'm at. And if you don't, well, Conroe Hay Sales. My friends, we are in desperate need of hay. It looks like we're not going to get a crop, a second cutting on our hay. I'm a survivor, so I'm going to go in here today and buy 40 rolls of their hay. And I'll tell you what, I'm buying it while I can. And guys, if that doesn't make any sense to you, just wait until I ask this fella here. He might actually be on video with me. Sometimes he'll join me for a video. But I don't want to wait until hay goes up to $200 a roll if I can help it. I want to try to get good hay, quality hay, before farmers start just trying to sell you anything. Because they will do that. A lot of hay men will just go out there and bale and roll junk. And at this time of the year, you can still get the good stuff. And that's what we're going for today. Now, I'm not going to be able to carry 40 rolls in my truck, obviously, but I'm going to have them deliver. All right, so what are we looking at over here?
Okay, this is the rice hay. This is,
rice hay?
Mm-hmm.
You mean like rice?
Yeah, rice stuff.
Like
rice hay. It's stubble.
Okay.
Yeah, rice stubble. What it is, after they do the rice, they come back, they bale it. That's
okay.
What they get. And cows love it. Our cows will walk, we'll put alfalfa down. They'll walk around the alfalfa and eat that rice hay.
You're kidding me.
No, sir.
So, I'm scared to order 40 rolls because what if mine are finicky and don't eat it?
See, that's the catch.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
And the thing about this also.
Yeah. Is it more nutritious?
It's a filler hay. It is a filler hay.
It's a filler hay.
But the thing about it is, when that gets wet,
yeah,
it's better for it.
Oh.
What it does, it starts fermenting.
Okay.
So the protein levels go up.
Really?
That's
interesting. You don't want to get your hay wet, yeah.
But this right here, it does. When it gets a little wet, it's a lot better.
Okay.
It breaks down better and makes it. I hadn't had nobody complain on it.
Rice hay.
Yeah. And that's what I got.
Tons of it over there. And you sure do.
And I got about 800 of them. I got coming.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it saved us last year.
Yeah. We're in the same pickle this year.
And I do have I got Bahia.
Yeah.
Like I said, then I have that coast over here. It's cow. We bought it. It was supposed to be horse hay, but when we got out there, we drove 4 hours to get to the hay.
Oh no.
And it wasn't my horse quality, but cow. But it's good hay, but it's not as clean.
Yeah, I can see that. I see it. You can see the color of it. It's just not as clean. So, isn't that crazy? Let me ask you real fast. Because folks will not know, what is the difference in horse hay and cow hay? And you need to introduce yourself because it's been a while.
Yeah, my name is David. Like I said, Conroe Hay Sales. And if you need hay, we got it.
Yeah, all right, perfect. All right, so the difference in horse hay and cow hay. Horse hay is a finer quality hay, more expensive.
Yes.
Quite a bit more expensive, but of a finer, higher quality because horses are more finicky than cows are, more picky.
And plus the breakdown, like I said, because cows have, multiple stomachs.
Yeah.
So they can process stuff that
horses can't. Okay.
And that's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you get good stuff for your horses and stuff because you don't want nothing to be trash.
Right. No, obviously.
That's right. But I mean, it's not. When I say it's not trash, it's just not.
No, I totally get it.
For the size of it, you can't go wrong with it. I'd sell that for cow, and like I said, I would have no problem with it.
Okay.
But like I said, it is good hay. But I do have some people that feed their horses who are not real finicky.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we just want to do the best for the horses and the cows. Yeah. So, okay, good deal, David. Thank you. All right. So I do have one last question. Okay. So right now, how much is hay going for today compared to what is it going to go up to with this drought that we're in? Okay. We saw the same thing last year. You're okay. Hold on. You took a deep breath. Look at his posture. He opened his stance. This is scary, ain't it? This is scary to talk about. No, I get it though.
Honestly, this year is worse than last year.
It is worse than last year.
Recovered from last year.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised what a good horse quality hay goes over $200.
$200. That's what I said when I drove in here.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
I want to buy it now before it goes over $200.
That's what I've been telling folks, and like you said, you come buy now, stock up, because later on,
it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard.
And
you're going to have to be going out of state and everything else.
Yep. Yep.
And that's the hardest thing going to be.
And do you remember, or you wouldn't know this because you don't buy nasty hay, but you know how some hay guys will start rolling up anything. When they see the price go up, they'll start rolling anything and selling it.
And that's one thing where I'm not going to do it.
No, I know.
If my hay's not that good, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe in doing people wrong.
Yep.
I believe in karma.
I believe.
And,
yes, sir.
You take good care of your customers, they'll come back.
And you've done that.
Yeah.
All right, that's good stuff, David. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to show y'all what David showed me. And this is what he has this here to warn people about. Be careful what you pay for. Because this over here was a sample of what a lot of hay men will do when times are hard. This guy here, whoever rolled this, ran his baler through a thicket, through a pasture that was overgrown with brush. And so here amongst this little bit of good quality hay is all this brushy stuff. Now, goats will eat this and not have a problem, but your cows will not. He also warned you about mildewed hay. People will have hay sitting out that has been sitting in waterlogged, and it gets mildewy stuff all over it, which will affect your animals. They'll eat it because they're hungry, but it's not good for them. So you got to be real careful what you get for. You don't look at this part of the hay. You do not judge the book by the cover. In fact, this is how you should judge your hay right over here. Mr. David he's a great guy, y'all. He's going to give me a roll of the, do you call it rice hay? He's going to give me a roll of rice hay to try out, just to try out. And of course, we're buying a roll of horse hay, good quality horse hay. And then if they do eat the rice hay, we'll try it. We will at least try some of it. But I want to watch, engage, and see how well they eat it before I buy an entire load. Isn't he great? He's a great guy, y'all. You think he's single? I'm joking, obviously. Okay. All right, there we go. One quality horse hay and one rice hay. Thank you, buddy. All right, my friends. Santoro, you don't have to do all that. You do not have to do all of that. Thank you, Tex. Make him stop. My friends, this is the roll of hay that we were gifted. I know that sounds crazy. This is the gifted roll of hay from David at the feed store, at the hay store. You know, Conroe Hay Sales. And I'm going to say right now that this is the rice hay. And I don't think I like it. It looks more like rice stalks. There's nothing really hayish about it besides it's dry. I think it looks more like something goats would eat. I can't picture how the cows would enjoy that. We saw both Santoro and Tex walk up and smell around, and they both walked off already. Yeah, they're both gone. So what does that tell you? And so I will keep an eye on it. Now, I still think Tex will come by and demolish it. I leaned it up inside the building there, so we really couldn't push it down towards the pond. I don't want that hay in the pond. There's 2 trees here that'll stop it from rolling. That fence there will stop it from rolling, and he's not going to roll it uphill. So it may just be demolished right where it sets. But Mr. David says that this hay has been known to be more effective in drought conditions, especially, he said, when it gets wet, because it begins to ferment. The rice stalks will begin to ferment, and that does something for your cows. But I have not researched it. I have no idea what the internet says about it. But I'm just going to say that I've seen them dig into and begin to devour a roll of Bahia grass hay almost immediately. And I was a little bit let down that they both kind of come by, looked at it, smelt of it, and walked away. That's my first impression. But we will see. Look at that pond, though. Look at that pond, though. Strings off of this hay. You all have some nice hay to eat if y'all want it, okay? Guys, I've opened up the pasture in the back again, so they're not forced to stay over there. They can come up to the front if they want to. They can go front or back. But what they don't have to do is lay here and be hungry. All right, let's get these strings off of here. All right, let it be known that Lester did remove the strings off from around his roll of hay. Every string I could find. The ones I could find are removed. Look at here, there's one that I didn't see. Okay, here's another one. 1 or 2 right there. All right. Strings have been removed, friends. Strings have been removed. One more. Charlene, ain't no one messing with you. All right, this is the hay that Mr. David sent over, the 40 rolls that we ordered. They were not able to come up my driveway. It was not wide enough, but they did drop it off here in Joanne's pasture. And I want you to see why we were not counting on getting a second cutting from this pasture. Look how dry it is. There's no grass here. So to be able to ask Mr. Ed to come by and cut it and bale it would be just, it'd be a waste of his time. It wouldn't give us any hay. But we did buy. And this is what we have. These look pretty good, pretty clean. And that's great. So we did buy 40 rolls, and I will begin to move these over to my barn. Yeah, this looks like really good, clean hay. Let's get out and inspect this one on the end here. We don't even have to get out. You can see a little bit of, let's just say, brushy stuff wrapped up in it. I'm not going to say it's the cleanest of hay. Well, you look that one, compare this one over here. There's a little bit of brushy stuff wrapped up in it. I mean, not bad. It's not going to prevent our cows from eating it. But I'm also not going to say it's the cleanest hay I've ever seen. Yeah, it's certainly not the cleanest hay I've seen, friends. Let's get out. So I can tell you right now that this here did not come off of a clean pasture, because a clean pasture would not have stuff like this wrapped up in it. This is not a clean pasture. I mean, you have a lot of good hay here, don't get me wrong. But there's also things that were weeds. So it was not, this did not come off of a clean pasture. This one here's a little bit better. There may be some rolls that come off cleaner than others. But you can absolutely see there's a little bit of stuff here that are not going to be our cow's best friends. You can't complain a lot about that one. All this is good, but you can see the little bit of brushy stuff over here. So let me answer this question. If I were to go pick out these rolls of hay myself, if I was actually there to pick them out, would I have said, yes, load this one? Probably so. But there are a few that I would have said, no, not that one. This here looks great. I don't see any brush through here at all. This is all good solid hay. Good clean hay. There's a couple though here and there that I'd be kind of iffy about. Yeah, you don't really like that. All right, we're blessed though, guys. We're blessed to have gotten it for under $200. I will say that. We did pay 130 bucks a roll, and we bought 40 rolls. You can do the math yourself. And I'll get it to the barn, and I still have probably 20 rolls in my barn. The problem is I'm feeding hay now. We've been feeding hay all summer to our goats, alpacas, donkeys, horses. And I will say one last thing. This is not horse hay. This is not horse quality hay. Cows will eat stuff that horses will not, especially longhorns. So we're going to be fine. But I wish it were a little bit cleaner. I'll just say that. I wish it were a little bit cleaner. I know that my dad bought hay as well. I saw them deliver it yesterday. Let's go by and peek at Pop Paul's hay. Now, he bought from a different place. We're going to go by and just kind of see what kind of quality of hay my dad was able to find. But guys, don't forget, I warned you. I told you ahead of time that when hay men realize there's going to be a demand for hay, they will go find any pasture. Pastures that have not been cut in years. They'll go by and wrap them up and roll them up and hope they can pass them off on people, because to them it's big money in their pockets, and for us, we're desperate enough to put out anything hoping our cows and horses can eat on it, goats. But let's swing by and see what my dad's hay looks like, and if he got better hay than I got, then I'll talk to him about who he got it from and how much he paid per roll. But right now I'm just curious. Oh yeah, well, looky there. You can see that there's as much trash in that as there is in mine. My rolls are a lot bigger than these. So my rolls are a lot bigger as far as size goes. Let's look at the other end. Yeah, that's dirty. That's dirty. So guys, that's just what you got to think about this time of year, when a lot of pastures cannot be rolled. You're going to have guys trying to sell you stuff like that. I hope my dad didn't pay too much for that. And like I said, his goats and his cows will probably be fine. But Brienne, for Amy's going to have to find a lot better hay than that. She'll have to find cleaner hay. Amy will not eat that. And there's some stuff cows will not eat. Yeah, that's just someone rolling up a pasture full of briars and weeds is pretty much what that is. It's sad, but that's what happens this time of year during these droughts. So that's my dad's hay over there. I was wrong. The other hay is something that Jake was able to find. There's my dad's hay, and you can still see from here that whoever rolled that up, once again, rolled it up with twigs and vines and all kinds of stuff in it. That's a shame, guys. That just goes to show you what kind of conditions that we're going through, where it's not, I'm not want to say cattlemen or hay men are trying to screw you over. as much as I'm saying that there's not many pastures that are producing hay. And so what you have are people who will pretty much buy up anything. And it looks as though me, my dad, and Jake have all been guilty of just buying up anything to make sure we have hay. And that's scary.
Survivor, I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor, I'm a survivor.